Hello everybody, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel and a very big happy new year to all of you guys. Or should I say a horrendous new year it has been for me and for my anxiety. Now, obviously, this year has started off extremely bad again because and I mean like the past couple of weeks have obviously been hell. I mean, going from like tier 3 in one day, the next day it's tier 4, and a few weeks after that it's national lockdown again. So, as you guys can obviously imagine, the anxiety inside me has been freaking hell. Now, it has been terrifying me. I've been fearing the worst as usual, like, oh my god, my mum's gonna get it, I'm gonna get it at some point, because it was so severe. And worst of all was that I lived in the southeast, and I kept thinking to myself like, oh my god, this is not working, stop putting us in tears, it's not working, we all know it's not working. So that was pathetic, the amount of like breakdowns, the amount of anxieties I've had, and it's just so annoying, the amount of like questions I wish to god that someone would just answer. Now, first of all, I hope that you guys had a bit of a nice Christmas. I, however, had very nice Christmas. Christmas Day was so nice and a bit of normality for a change. I didn't even want it to end. So, because, I mean, what actually happened was, I mean, when we was in tier 4, so many people that I knew was being tested positive for COVID. So that set off my anxiety straight, and I mean, my sister's old boss, who worked in Clinton's, a few years back, she and her husband got tested positive. My aunt, who lives down in Essex, I think she still lives there. Again, she was another positive test. So I started like getting angry. I started getting scared, thinking, oh my god. And just to tell you guys how bad the anxiety actually got, I took some of the antibiotic cream, like soap or something, not like sanitizer, and what I did is that I sprayed it everywhere, like even outside, and especially all over like my doorstep. I was washing my doorstep, and I was using a kettle to like pour like the water and just get rid of all the bacteria on like the doorstep, because I was just so scared. And so yeah, that kind of like really did set me off. I was going insane. And then I thought to myself, because I mean, the problem with me was that I kept on like putting on my Facebook page saying like, why are you people not freaking listening? Like, what is wrong with you? Are you doing your job right? Are you staying at home? And I hardly got any like replies from it. I only got one person saying to me that, oh yeah, it could be around the corner, because I remember saying another moment that, oh my god, like I feel like COVID is right around the corner. It's right there. And then she freaking replied, said, yeah, it probably is. So, and it didn't make me scared, but it made me very angry, because I thought, for God's sake, why are you not there to reassure me? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people? So I decided to, I finally like realised it for myself, and I thought, right, I need to take a break on Facebook. So I did that, and it was like the best decision I ever did. Best decision ever. Because I did it at Christmas Eve, and yeah, but obviously like what really horrified me was that the cases were going up so high, and again, that's what I kept thinking. I'm like, how is this even possible? So like the questions I would love to ask, but I feel like nobody can know, is that the what the hell is this new variant? Why is it suddenly got so much worse? Why are the cases still so high as before? Are the vaccines even working? And is COVID like slowing down, or is it as dangerous as it has been the past couple of weeks? And will I freaking die from this? What is this new drug that helps people in intensive care survive this? And why is like the NHS really overwhelmed with it? Are they in a critical point? And I'll be like, why is this carrying on? Why is this carrying on? What is wrong with you people? Why can't you just stay at home? Forget about work. I mean, people have cost them their jobs already. I was finally happy. at the start of 2020. I mean, yeah, I was going through a rough time, but still, I didn't let it get to me like that. So, yeah, I have all those flaming questions that I feel like nobody can possibly answer. Now, last week, obviously the start of the new year, obviously 2021, here we are, and things got a lot worse from there. Actually, my mum works in Iceland, by the way, as you probably all know that, because I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it a couple of times. So last week there was a massive scaremongering at her store. So I still don't know if it's even like true or not. I think, yeah, one of them is true, but the other one, no, it can't be possible. So it turns out that one of them did have COVID, obviously got tested positive. And what she did was that she messaged the NHS people, or head office, I think they call it, saying that my mum was close to her. Obviously, I'm not too close, because the point is, what I learned from this is that when you get closer to person to get COVID, you have to be close for about 20 minutes or something. But so that obviously sets off the anxiety. And it wasn't just my mum that obviously I got involved, but it was a couple of like other people. So apparently the manager got so freaked out and so angry, they all had to have a COVID test, including my mom. So that happened last Tuesday. And obviously, as you guys can imagine, I was such a wreck. I was terrified, and I thought, oh my God, if she does this and if she gets tested positive, we've had it. But thankfully she had the test. It was negative. So that was I knew I was gonna freaking cry. That's why I've got I'm not even crying over this, by the way, but oh my God. Oh. Oh, sorry guys, but really, oh. And but it wasn't just that's got me upset, really. It's just the problem was, though, is that she even though she had a test that was negative, I mean, like the whole entire store also, you know, got tested negative. And yeah, so yeah, they all got tested negative, which was a massive relief. But obviously, like the scare on it was unreal, actually. But that's obviously not why I'm crying, because of that. Oh God, it's just, there's so much other stuff in me, yeah, that's going crazy right now. And again, like these questions and all like those negative reports I keep on watching. And I keep saying to myself, stop the Googling, because, but obviously as health anxiety, you have to Google, you have to get your reassurance. But obviously Google is definitely not a good way of putting it. So the problem was with like the scaremonger. When my mum got tested positive, she went back to work the next day, but for the rest of for the next few days after that, she had to self-isolate. Obviously, even though she had a COVID test and it was negative, but God, it was pathetic. And that was when like the cases got so high, and every single day, like, I fear the most that what happens if, like, you know, it gets higher and higher, and every time I've said that, they've obviously gone up high, and it's had a really bad effect on my anxiety. And I just wish, you know what I mean, you know, so many people are probably like, yeah, agreeing with me, like, you just want it all to stop, you just want the COVID all to stop, but it just won't, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And every single day I wake up and I dread what the cases and the death rates are going to be. And I just feel like, you know, sometimes, like, why can't we just skip through, like, into the springtime already? But obviously, you know, we can't do that, because I know that is when they'll get a breakthrough. God. But yeah, and it's just that whenever I see my mum go out to work, that's when I feel like the most. And oh, Post is here. But yeah, so that was like the worst week of my life, actually, like really horrendous. And worst of all, I had to give up my phone. obviously because it's been having problems, which is why I have not been on TikTok, I have not been on Instagram or on Facebook lately, or even posted online lately. So yeah, so that's been another difficult week. I'm currently using my mum's phone at the moment. So yeah, hopefully I'll hear news by today, and hopefully I will come back with a proper iPhone for once. So that's been really hard. But the problem now is that I feel like, oh my god, every time like one little cough, it's the end of the world. Like, run for your lives. We've got about 48 hours or something just to get out. So I've been, terrified to leave the house. I mean, I managed to do it like yesterday, but and it's just like, what annoys me is that, when people say that, like, obviously, my mom and my sister, they say, oh, what you're feeling is so natural. It's so natural to feel like that. But it's like, with me, it's that, you feel like you're the only person in the world who does actually have it. Now, I mean, like, I'm so close with my mum. And the fact is, she just turned 60. So, I mean, I fear, and I mean, like, January is always, like, the month I dread the most, because that is when, like, the flus and, like, the colds suddenly hit. And I just fear that every time it's going to, like, get worse or something. And that's the last thing I want to happen. I don't want any of that to happen again. And, so yeah, and like, whenever, she does go off to work, I mean, I am all right with it. But then in me head, I feel like I'm my 4-year-old self. Because, like, when I was little, and whenever she dropped me off at, like, nursery or at school, then I'd be this little terror child, like, begging her, don't you dare leave me, don't you dare leave me. Because then you might not come back. Or, you might come back early and you say, I've been tested positive. Now, that's, like, the worst thing I fear. And I keep fearing it all the time. So, oh, God, and it's a pain. Like, and it's just, like, geez, man, I know, because, like, the worst thing that happened was that she started, like, coughing a bit last night. I mean, I'm such an idiot. I mean, I was literally, like, counting down the hours. So it was always, like, once every 2 or 3 hours that she'd just have, like, one cough, and that's it for another 2 or 3 hours. And this morning she was, like, coughing a bit, obviously early in the morning, but yeah, she was all right when she went off. And yeah, so, and I do try and get in my head that, she got tested, it came back negative, but sometimes, like, I worry all the time, thinking, well, what if it's false? What if it's not right? Because, I mean, that's what a lot of people with health anxiety, that's what they get on with stuff like that. So I feel, like, scared, and I feel angry, because I feel like I'm angry at so many of, like, the people, because, like, we all know Boris, he closes all, like, the pubs, the restaurants and the cafes, and even, like, the theatre I worked at, even places I go to dance. And I hate doing them online, but I mean, it is good. But I just wish that, we could have, like, more medical breakthroughs and just more positive news. But I feel like we're never going to get that. And that really does frustrate me a lot. And it's so hard. And I just don't like it. I just hate it now. I just want to, you know what I mean? But it just shows, like, how bad it seriously have got. I mean, I even wash my hands when I get up in the morning and when I go to bed at night, because I'm so hygienic now. I'm so scared. And, like, my mum does reassure me a lot, saying that, she wears a face covering when she's working, she wears a glove, she changes them regularly, and, she comes home, washes her hands. And it's funny because, I mean, she even told me that she got teased a lot for it. But I feel like with what happened last week, yeah, karma really did actually get them. So, but yeah, this has been this freaking tier 4. I mean, why the hell did we have to suffer because of them? I mean, it just feels like and you just feel like you're in a prison. You've done absolutely, like, nothing wrong, and still you pay the price for it. So, yeah, and, like, what frightens me the most is that, if she gets COVID, then she'll probably, like, die, and then I'll probably go down that hole with her, and that's the last thing that I want to happen. So yeah, what a horrendous, like, start to New Year this has all been for us, and I just want a medical breakthrough, and I just want to get through this, and I just want some good news for a change. So yeah. Anyway, guys, reaching up to 15 minutes now. Apologies that I got a bit upset earlier. I had a bit of a breakdown earlier as well, but yeah, I had a good long talk with my mom, and yeah, we're all right, I guess. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe obviously I found this so relatable, because if you did find this relatable, please let me know in the comments, and please talk. Can we all just please lash out at this? I just want an end to it, and I just want us all to be all right. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Hopefully I'll be a lot more happier, but we don't know yet. Have to wait and see. Okay, bye.